Little Miss Ivy, today is the day we fight. Today is the day their doubt demons die. Remember these videos, little one. They will be ours forever. Let's make history. Release your volley of flaming arrows. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now release your hounds. Ladies and gentlemen, to start my assault on the biblical world, I would like to share the understanding of how I know my God didn't create mankind, which can only mean the fallen angels did. Before we dive into the scripture, allow me to bring some important information back to your remembrance that will make this much easier. According to Answers in Genesis under an in-depth look at the translation of the Hebrew word Adam. Quote, question, why is Adam translated either man or mankind and not Adam in Genesis 1 and 27? Why is Adam translated either man or mankind and not Adam? Answer, quote, the Hebrew word Adam is translated either as man or Adam, depending on context and the presence or lack of a definite article. The in English, ha in Hebrew. So ha-Adam is translated usually as the man, referring to either an unspecified man or to mankind as a whole, depending on the context. Whereas Adam, without ha, is translated as Adam, referring to the specific man by name. So all the way through Genesis 1 through 3, we have ha-Adam, and our English Bibles usually translate it as man or the man. Listen extremely close. Quote, some translations give Adam for Ahadam in Genesis 2:19 or 2:20. In Genesis 3:17 and Genesis 3:21, we have Adam with no ha, which most English Bibles translate as Adam. Example, stop, bingo. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there are at least two. There are really four, but we only need to deal with two in these videos. There are at least two different understandings when it comes to the single word man/men. This is a fact most of the biblical world failed to realize, and the Canite scribes and KJV did its best to hide the fact for the sole purpose of muddying up the waters. But never fear, double C's, for my God has engaged his anti-jamming technology, and it's turned up to the max for this video series. What I mean is, now that we have their confession, and we know what my God has already told us about the scribe's pen, we cannot depend on the Aramaic Hebrew to find understanding whatsoever. We must depend on our God to tell us what's really happening. Guess what? He does just that. For example, notice, they not only admit there are two different understandings for the one word Adam, they also admit there is a difference between Genesis 1's general man/mankind and Genesis 2's specific Adam in the scriptures. Let's see if my God will give us the key to decipher what is what and who is who, shall we? Perceptual context. Again, please understand, there aren't any chapters or verse numbers in the scriptures. What we have is only there for our convenience. The reason I bring this up again is because the biblical world, including black Hebrew Israelites, make fatal mistakes not understanding Genesis 2 is a continuation of Genesis 1. It's congruent, not a second and separate thought process, meaning it is not the same creation story just from a different angle. Check it out. To be honest, it should be apparent it's a congruent story. For the simple fact, chapters 2 starts off with, quote, and the heaven and the earth were finished, and the whole world of them. But I already know you will say you already know that. So, if this is so, why do you balk at the fact mankind was created before the specific Adam again? You know, the two creations. What? You say the new thought process starts at verse 4? Oh, really? Question. If verse 4 says, quote, "This is the book of the generations of heaven and earth, when they were made in the day in which the Lord God made the heaven and the earth." My question is, if this is a new thought process, shouldn't a description of how the heaven and earth were made follow? Yes, it should. Do you want to know why the scriptures do not mention this monumental feat again? It's because how heaven and earth were made was just discussed in Genesis 1. And verse 4 was letting the reader know that that's how it was done, not starting a new thought process. After that, the scriptures continue telling us what happened. So I ask again, why do you balk at two creation stories again? While you are formulating your response, please turn to Genesis 1 and 20 in the Septuagint. Remember, there are at least two different frequently used words for the one word man/men. Oh yeah, likewise for the word God. But I know you already know that too. You there? Quote, "And God, Elohim/angels, and God said, let us make man according to our image and likeness, and let them," okay, example. Okay, so as you can see, whoever made man in their image, right? Let me read it again. Quote, "Let us make man according to our image and likeness." Example. Are we clear on the fundamental and clarifying fact that whoever you may currently believe God is, made mankind in Genesis 1 in their image? Cool. Okay. No problem. Oh, look what's going on. Look what's going on here. Oh my goodness. Hold on. We're going to wait because we're rolling. Again, what are the odds of this happening? What are the odds? Every time. Hold up. Okay. Now turn to Genesis 9 and 6, please. Let me know when you've gotten there. Cool. Little Miss Ivy, your breastplate is flashing now. That can only mean, listen extremely closely. Quote, "He that sheds man's blood, instead of that blood shall his own be shed. For in the image of God, Elohim, I made man, Adam." Let me say that again. For in the image of God, Elohim, I made man, Adam. Example. So as you can plainly see, in Genesis 1, God made man in their image, and my God made Adam in the image of the gods. They sound the same to the naked ear, but to a double C, two totally different creations and events by two totally different gods. We are not made in the image of my God, just like he and I said a long time ago. It's blasphemous for anyone with Adamic noble blood to even put yourselves on the same level of image and likeness of my God. This is a Luciferian trap to do the same thing the hip-hop rappers are doing. Self-deification through and through. I'm sure you notice how I worded that. The reason is because the clones are of the same likeness and image of their creator, but not Adam. And because I don't want to ever go through this again, let me back up what I'm saying yet again. You know, my God is the only made Adam, not mankind, and he made them in the angel's image, not his. turn to Genesis chapter 5, 1 through 3, please. Please remember, these scriptures are not supposed to be understood by the layman, on top of the understanding being sealed, which can only mean you must pay special attention to the synonymous words. But the catch is always present. Tell me if you can see it now. Quote, "This is the genealogy of men in the day in which God made Adam." Stop. Notice the difference already? Have you noticed it already? This is talking specifically about Adam, not man like in Genesis 1. As you know, the word God is also interchangeable to mean a specific or the angels. Check out how we know this rule is being applied in this case. Let's continue. Quote, "This is the genealogy of men in the day in which God made Adam, semicolon. In the image of God, Elohim, he made him." Stop. Do you see how crazy it sounds without clear understanding? And how clear it is with understanding? Genesis 1 creators made man in their image, but my God made Adam in the angel's image. But check this out. Let's continue. Quote, "This is the genealogy of men in the day in which God made Adam, semicolon. In the image of God, Elohim, he made him. Male and female he made them, and blessed them. And he called his name Adam in the day in which he made them." Example. Did you catch the monumental differences in the creation of Adam versus Genesis 1 creation? His name is Adam versus their name, man. In the day, which holds no time frame, versus mankind created on the same day. Oh, come on, people. Come on now. Okay. But let's continue for more, the ultimate proof. All right? Ultimate proof. Verse 3. Quote, "And Adam lived 230 years, and begot a son after his own form, comma, and after his own image." Example, which can only mean Adam was different and was not in the form nor likeness of my God. Adam started his own race versus we are a race of my God already.